G'day, this is Captain Noob and this is the M249 light machine gun. This is another weapon added by the modern Firearms mod, and it is a pretty damn decent looking weapon. So getting right into attachments here. So first of all, we've got the frame. You can either have the standard frame or the tactical frame, and the tactical frame allows you to attach scopes by virtue of that little tactical rail there, so we'll chuck that on. Next up, for the barrels, you can have increasingly incrementing barrels. The longer ones give you better damage and better range, so why not chuck that all the way up. Next up, for the stock, you've got the standard stock here, the paratrooper one and the retracted paratrooper one. I think this one looks the best, so we'll leave that on. So for the magazine here, what you've got is a choice between a 30 round mag, 100 round mag drum there, and there's the regular box that you see on it with 200 5.56s. But if you want this thing to fire 308 and do a little bit more damage at the cost of ammo capacity, you can definitely do that, and that is punching almost 500 damage, so that's getting up there in the damage. But what we'll do is we'll just add that 200 round mag in there, or the box there, and that should be good. So for the scopes here, again with the modern Firearms weapons, you get a whole range of things to put on, but you should know me by now, I'm definitely going to put an EOTech sight on it because holographic sights are awesome. So you can put a heat shield on the barrel if you want to, and that'll increase the fire rate. There's probably real life properties in that too, so good on the mod for doing that. And for the muzzle, of course, we're going to chuck a suppressor on. The phantom ones I usually go for because they're down on the list and then they don't give you a damage penalty, which is nice. So you can change the ammo for this, and if you choose the hollow point ones, it gives you a little bit of a hit to accuracy, but I believe they give you some properties of possibly armor penetration and bleed damage, but I haven't actually been on the thing and checked, and I haven't noticed much difference between using them all anyway. So this thing, you can fire this thing in full auto mode or semi-auto. Why would you choose semi-auto? It's an LMG. And of course you can have the bipod flip down if you want to, and indeed we'll do that. And of course you've also got all these legendary effects on it if the damage isn't quite doing it for you, but we're sitting at 305 at the moment. I think we'll just be fine in the damage department, even with that half damage penalty incurred by very high difficulty. So this is the LMG we're going to take into Gunners Plaza, so let's do that. Righto, here we are in Gunners Plaza. Let's go ahead and make some noise, or maybe not make some noise, with our suppressed M249 there. So I've got the damage things popping up on screen with a little bit of help from Script Extender, so you should get about a pretty decent idea of how much damage we're doing to our enemies. And as you can see right here, I'm moving extremely slowly. That is because for some reason this thing gives you a massive aiming down sight penalty when you sort of aim and try to move, so it's an interesting little thing to do. But as you can tell, we are killing these gunners very, very easily indeed, having no trouble with the damages or anything. And yeah, every time I'm moving really slow after aiming down sights, oh, it's got the knockdown effect on it too. That makes sense, and prepare to be disappointed by the reload animation. Yeah, that's it. A little bit on the lazy side for that, but of course this weapon mod incurs heaps of weapons, so it's probably a little bit uneconomical to focus so far on to get that animation done. Maybe War Daddy will have a look at it or something in the future, who knows. But anyway, I'm pretty sure we can just breeze past all of these gunners very, very easily indeed. Hopefully these dudes don't shoot us, because chances are they do have modern firearms of their own, which would do a lot of damage to me. And hello me, meet the real me. And now the synth me is down, we can go ahead and, ooh, there we go, there we go. There's a little bit of stagger from someone with the modern weapons there. What did you have on you? You had a Scar H, interesting. Yep, there's a synth me, she's dead now. And ooh, that pistol looks interesting now, doesn't it? Anyways, we'll go ahead and jump into this melee dude's face and then spray it full of bullets. Oh, we had a modern firearm on him, and I think I'm on fire there. He actually set me on fire. Pop another reload before we come around to the next sort of people, and then we'll just mow him down very, very easily indeed. Oh, owie, that hurt. Okay, these guys don't mess around. I should probably take them a little bit more seriously. We'll go ahead and shoot at them in a third person stance. And we don't really have to move around because their aiming is pretty bad, but as long as we can keep on target, we are good. As you can tell there, without all of that sight housing and the weapon jumping in your face, ooh, that was a nice death. It's a lot easier to aim this weapon. But there you have it. That was the M249 from the Modern Firearms mod in Gunners Plaza. It's going to perform really well, even though we haven't got it fitted with any of the special bullets, which actually give it lots more damage, including the 308s and stuff like that. So, an interesting little thing. Let's move on to Swan now and rip him a new one. Righto, so there's Swan over there. Should be a decently easy kill so long as we stay hidden. So let's get stuck into him there. And hitting his head will do a lot more damage, so we'll try to do that. Fortunately, we can't backpedal while aiming down sights because of this weapon's inherent sort of movement penalties. But there we go. I think we should take him out nice and easily there. For some reason, he hasn't caught on to our position yet, but that's all about to change. We'll go ahead and pop a reload because we've only got 16 bullets left. And he's probably going to whack the ground with his hammer a few times, but we'll just continue to shoot his face. Probably don't have to use that as a crutch. Now it's go time because we're in nerd rage. And there it goes. Mr. Swan has died, and we can see this reload in slow motion as he dramatically falls down and then glitches out. There it is. Alright, so it's obvious if you've got this thing with many sneak attack criticals at your side, you're going to do very well with this things. And there's the delayed reaction of Nerd Rage there, and doesn't she look very angry? Anyway, we'll go ahead and go to another monster. Okay, so this ghoul's a little bit faster, a little bit scarier to fight, but I'm pretty sure we can get him with a little bit of knockdown, and that'll end this fight pretty easily. So, yep, goodbye Mr. Ghouly Dude, and we are just pushing him along the floor there. Yep, that's how easy it is to kill things with this thing if you've got full stealth and a suppressor with all the stealth perks. So yeah, I think that is enough for monsters for now. We'll go ahead and do something else. So let's go ahead and clear Quincy with this thing. So now I've got it fitted with a scope and also the 7.62 rounds, so we're going to be hitting a lot harder at the expense of only half the ammo capacity we had before, but that should be simple enough. So now all these gunners are augmented with all of the Modern Firearms sort of apparel, so they should be looking a little bit more, I don't know, I don't really enjoy the look. I prefer them how they are in the base game, but as you can tell, we are going to be decimating the gunners at this rate. And I want to talk about some of the things that came to my mind when I was thinking about what sort of gun to do next for my YouTube channel. So we all know how the assault rifle is just a big and bulky weapon that looks sort of like an LMG, and interestingly, if you're familiar with using the Bethesda archive extractor if you're on PC and a modder, you actually can see that the they actually call it a machine gun in the game files. So I don't know, that kind of sounds to me like the thing was meant to be somewhat like a light machine gun and fill that sort of role, kind of like the light machine gun back in Fallout New Vegas, and then you'd have another assault rifle to go ahead and supplement that sort of thing. So I don't know, it was kind of strange. The art direction for the most part in Fallout 4 is, what am I getting shot by? Oh, a Dragon's Breath shotgun by the looks. Well, not anymore then. Yeah, the art direction, while it is better for basically everything in Fallout 4. Ooh, okay, I did not want to get shot by that. That would probably ruin my day. Yeah, whilst the if I could just finish this thought, thanks to these gunners shooting me from all sides. Yeah, I do like the art direction when they went, although I felt like the way they went with assault rifles is a little bit weaker in this game. I preferred Fallout 3 having the two sort of variants of assault rifle, even though you could easily scale it just between the one with different attachments in this game. I preferred it that way, and it would make sense for... Ooh, okay, these gunners are loaded with explosive weapons now, and it made sense to have sort of a big bulky weapon to be an LMG anyway, and have like a smaller rifle type weapon for that. And I suppose that's where the handmade rifle comes in, but that came in too late into the life cycle to really for everyone to grab it anyway. So not everybody has Nuka World, but yeah, it did sort of supplement it a little bit. But I don't know, I feel like the R91 assault rifle, I think that's what it's called. Ooh, okay, that's a death laser and a reload there. As you can tell, it's a little bit slower to balance out the 7.62 nonsense there, and we get that thing with hip fire. Alright, just a couple more now. We are really having it's a breeze killing gunners with this thing, so long as you can get the first little shot on, and even the hip fire is pretty great. So they're all... Oh, okay, I thought those were a pair of legs, but it was just a read on the thing. So a little bit disappointing seeing the limited number of weapons compared to New Vegas, but at the same time I understand how they did it. You had a one weapon to fit multiple sort of play styles in the form of a combat rifle, and the combat shotgun sort of did the same sort of thing for that. But the question is whether you'd like to see more weapon sort of variety at the cost of maybe some of the customization of the weapons. If you've played New Vegas, is that it? No, can't be it. No, just a couple more over here then. I'll just sit here on the rooftop, try to spot him out in VATS. There's one. Almost dead. He gets knocked down. I'm pretty sure I should jump down here and just finish him off by running up to him. So yeah, here's my question. Do you prefer it to have lots of weapon variety, or do you prefer the highly moddable weapons and all of that? That's my question to you. Discuss below. There we go. Creating discussion. YouTube likes it when you do that. You're dead. Okay, obviously this guy doesn't like my discussions. You know what? You get a little bit of VATS to the face, my good man. Down you go. And one more gunner to take to hell. And you can die with that. Ooh, you had a powerful weapon. Yeah. A little bit more unforgiving when everyone's running around with these modern weapons, but there you have it. That was the M249, a very, very powerful weapon indeed, and something of a breath of fresh air, even though it is sort of a mod weapon. An actual LMG weapon would be nice to see in Fallout 4, but too little, too late. This is what you get. You just get it in the form of mods. So if you'd like to see this weapon in your game, be sure to check out the description. If you're on PC, this one is currently on Lovers Lab, so just watch your back there. There's a lot of weird things on that site, and it's on Bethesda mods for Xbox One users, so yeah, you can go ahead and download that without being at the risk of seeing shit that you wouldn't want to. PS4 players, I've got something special for you tomorrow, so don't worry. Thank you for watching, guys.